Welcome
to Week 9
for the Weekly Roar.
I'm Bryce Hasselman.
And I'm Wes Benishek.
Changing up this week. Drayton Campbelling was fired and changed for the better. Alright, this week we are going to cover All-State Speech, the play, track, golf, along with other news. Let's get to the news.
Yep. News.
I'm here with Garrett Herring, who's a part of this year's spring play, and we're going to get some information about this year's production. So what is the play about?
It's a courtroom drama, kind of a whodunit sort of deal.
When is the date of the play?
It's April 21st and April 22nd.
And what is special about this year's cast?
There's a lot of new people who are just trying it out for the first time, and they're doing a really good job for, not being involved in drama too much, and a lot of freshmen too, which is good.
How can people sign up or join for next year's productions?
Just be aware, look at flyers around school, and then you can ask me or Mrs. Stolken or anyone that is involved in drama, and talk to them, and they'll tell you and give you the information that you need to know. Come see the play.
Going through the lunchroom, checking out these toasters.
Yep. I'm here with Muscle Man Derek Bode.
No. Cut.
So Derek, how did the meet go at West Delaware?
It was good. Our team finished with 140 points to get first place.
How does it feel breaking the school record in the sprint med?
It feels great. All we had to do was finish the race and not drop the baton, and the school record is ours.
When are your next meets?
We have a meet tomorrow at Anamosa, and we have a meet this Thursday at Tipton.
How do you think you're gonna do there?
Anamosa is a tough meet, but we usually run well there. So hopefully at Tipton and Anamosa we finish first in both meets.
Oh, that's all we got for today.
There you go.
I'm Izzy Steele, here with some of the members of Lisbon Inc., and we're going to talk about a possible therapy dog. Why is Lisbon looking into getting a therapy dog?
Lisbon Inc.'s looking into getting a therapy dog because we think it could benefit students at Lisbon.
And what inspired you to start this project?
A couple of students saw a therapy dog at Alburnett schools and told Mrs. Snyder about it. And Mrs. Snyder knew I wanted to do something in business and help people when I get out of school. And so she combined the ideas and put those two ideas together, and then we started from there.
Who will the dog be available to?
The dog will be available to people who are having trouble. I recently sent out a survey to the students, both high school and middle school, and a little over or under 50% all said that they feel anxious, sad, and trouble focusing half of the days at school.
When will this possibly happen?
We're unsure at the time at this moment, but it could possibly happen as soon as next year.
Where will the dog stay, and who is responsible for caring for the dog?
Mrs. Bischoff said she would provide for a home, and she's possibly looking into getting her dog that she owns right now for the therapy dog, and so it will stay in her office probably, and she'll be responsible for it.
Sweet Net!
There's no questions for Jensen?
Nope. She didn't want to talk.
So you just send,
yeah,
okay.
Yep.
I got you.
I'm here with Keegan Brayton for golf. Keegan, how are the team doing this far?
We've had one meet Monday. It was pretty good. We shot a 208, so it's not the best, but we're slowly getting better every single day, so hopefully it's lower by conference.
Do you think your team has gotten better since last year?
We lost a couple people, 4 actually, and it's hard, but yeah, I think we can still do it.
When are you guys' meets this week?
We have one Tuesday against Anamosa.
Health and Wellness Day will be on April
13th.
If you want to sign up for the volleyball tournament, Izzy Steele sent you an email. Go ahead and check that out. Google Docs, sign up your team. 6 players minimum. You can have as many as you want on the team.
That's what it is.
The winner of the student tournament will face the staff in the finals.
And don't forget to get your permission slip / injury form from the office. Stay healthy, stay well. We got the media crew here. Oh God.
I'm Emily. We're doing a battle of the bookworms. So the purpose of the challenge is to promote reading because some of the test scores have dropped from reading. So each week you'll go to the office on Monday and get a log turn-in sheet where you'll get a point per minute you read. Any questions?
The brackets will be posted at each office. Every week they'll be updated.
All right, let's break it down.
That's it.
Woo!
helps help?
Yeah, helped a lot. Thank you.
We're here live to get the inside scoop on Battle of the Bookworms. I'm here with Leroy, the fighting Snoil. So Leroy, what would occur if, say, myself and my fellow Weekly War member Austin Krob were matched up in the first round and we both read 0 minutes? Who wins? Can you repeat that? Tie goes to the runner.
What?
I don't know what the runner is. You want to go into further detail on that, or go Lions? That's the inside scoop. You heard it here.
All right, everybody sit down.
Okay.
All right, the reason we stopped, how many of you have done a bus evacuation drill? What we're gonna do is we're gonna practice. You're supposed to do it twice a year, all right? If there's an accident, we gotta make sure, number one, we stay calm, okay? We can't be freaking out. No matter what happens, you can't freak out. We also have to be quiet. Kale, what did I just say?
Quiet.
There you go, all right? Now, one thing we're gonna do is if an accident happens at the front of the bus, all right, does anybody know where our emergency exits are? There's one back there by Zach. That's the biggest one. That's the one we hope that we're gonna use. We're either gonna use that one or we're gonna use this one. Our last resort is these windows. Zach's sitting back here, all right? This is part of the reason older kids sit in the back, because you're supposed to be more responsible, in theory. Okay, so obviously Zach and Kirsten are probably gonna be the first ones off the bus because they're the first seats. So Zach, you got your bag on. You don't take your bags, any of that. You leave it. Your job is to get off the bus in an orderly fashion, okay? So Zach, you're gonna jump out. This way off the bus is right here. Now Kirsten, come here, gonna help you out. Single file, everybody off the bus. Watch your heads. Hold your hand out and help them down. Hold your hand out and help them down. Now keep walking.
Good job, guys.
You're coming. Help them. Get your. Now, one thing I might want to point out is however you're cold right now. Okay?
I'm not cold.
That's why maybe you want to keep your coats on the bus. Now, the other thing I want to point out is we've got older kids here. We got little kids here. Who do you think's going to freak out in an accident? These little kids. So, it would be a great help if you older kids would say, here, come here. Katie, you find Jake. Bethany, you come with Kinsey. We got to account for these kids. But the biggest thing is we can't panic, okay? We can't be running people over. We have to get off in an orderly fashion. Now, everybody run back and get on the bus. All right, listen up. When you get off the bus, does anybody know what upriver and downriver means?
Yeah.
When the river's flowing one particular direction, upriver is against the current. If we're in a wreck in a ditch, we evacuate and go towards the traffic as far away from the road as we can get.
Why?
Because if another car hits this bus, which way it's going?
That way.
That way. So if you're standing out here, that bus is going to hit you. I want you away from the bus as far as we can. And uphill. So that way if something gets hit, the bus can't roll into you. The other thing you have to remember, if the bus is on fire, you obviously don't want to stand in the smoke, do you? No. So you want to get away from the smoke. But we stay in a group. One person doesn't pretend to be a cowboy and take off and do what they want. Okay? We're staying as say, hey, I'm serious. You want to stay together. Tristan and Sawyer are in the seat together. When you guys get off the bus, you stay together. That way Tristan can account for Sawyer and Sawyer can account for Tristan. Now, the other thing is we only evacuate the bus as a last resort, which is going to be if it stalls on a railroad tracks.
Uh-oh. Bad thing.
That's a bad thing. If the bus is on fire, we're gonna get off the bus, okay? The other thing is if there happened to be like a chemical spill where the vapors are coming towards the bus, okay? Hopefully your bus driver doesn't drive you into that. They kind of go around, okay?
What if all the exits are blocked?
Then hopefully I'm okay and I'll kick a window out. Trust me, we'll get out of this bus. This bus is designed to roll over and over and over again and not hurt the kids. So the safest place is in here. Now, let's talk about behavior. We've got through the accidents, and let's do that. You know, I'm pretty lax, pretty easy going, all right? But when we don't sit in the seats straight, when we don't sit in the seats straight, that's dangerous. All right, these seats are designed that they're so high, you little kids don't like it because you can't see over them. All right, it's designed to keep you down inside. So when we hit something, Isaac, it doesn't matter. You'll hit here and not go flying, stand up, not go flying out of the seat. He stays down in it. Julie says no swearing, so we gotta not swear. Unless somebody pulls out in front of us.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Contact Miss Kibbe with any suggestions. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications button on our YouTube, and come back next week.